Hi, grade 3. Today it will be a revise on it will be a revise on unit 1 that we learned before from Step Ahead book. But before I will go to do so, I would like to say don't forget to make share, like, subscribe to my channel. This is my channel, send you new videos. Let's go to our unit today. Today I will make a quick revise on unit 1 to remind you what we took before. Here we have, last class we talked about greetings and introductions, greeting and introductions. Here we have greetings like what? Hello, good morning, nice to meet you, see you later, goodbye. So we know that when I meet someone, I say hello. When I meet someone in the morning, I say good morning. When I see someone for the first time, I say to him, nice to meet you. And the another one replying me, nice to meet you too. Here is when we leave someone, we say, see you later, goodbye. Here is we have some vocab, let's learn it together. Someone, later, Egypt, to, find, new, primary, and nice. Let's go to another one. Here is the conjugation of verbs, as we told you before, the verbs that we used in the present and in the past. And as we told you, we have regular and irregular verb. Regular verb by adding ed to the verb. Irregular verb by changing the verb completely. Like what? Like meet, met. Say, said. See, saw. Here we have the greetings. Let's read it together. Hello. Here is hello, replying hello. Good morning, good morning. What's your name? To ask about name. Okay. Here is the conversation. What's your name? I am Aya. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. How old are you? So here I ask about the age. I'm 8 years old. I'm in primary 3. Where? So here when we ask with where, ask about the place. I'm from Egypt. How are you? To ask about the state. I'm fine, thank you. When I leave someone, I say see you later. Goodbye. Here is the conversation. Let's read it together. Here we say hello, good morning. Sarah is talking to Lena. Let's know what Sarah talking to Lena. Sarah, hello, good morning. Sarah, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Sarah, I'm fine too. Thank you. What's your name? My name is Lena. What's your name? Sarah, my name is Sarah. How old are you? I'm 8 years old. I'm in primary 3. Lena, nice to meet you, Sarah. Sarah, nice to meet you too, Lena. Lena, see you later. Goodbye. Here, when we ask about name, we say the replying of what's your name. It will be in two ways. My name is, or I'm anyone. Okay, say here, my name is Ahmed or I'm Ahmed. Both are correct. When we talk about age, I say I'm saying here the number that I am. Say I'm 10, I'm 8, I'm 9, and so on. And say I'm in primary 3. So here, how are you? Ask about the state. Where are you from? So here I ask about the place that I'm from him. Here is called construction or abbreviation, means I can written like this or can written like this. Here is introduce. When I'm introducing myself or presenting myself to anyone, say my name is, I'm 10 or 8 or 3 years old. I'm in primary, because I'm in primary, primary 2, primary 1, any stage that I'm from. Here we have some words that I would like to practice or to trace these words to keep it like what, like here. Hello, good morning. We say here, hello, good morning. This is the words related. See you later, goodbye. So this is the vocab that we learned here in this part. We learn hello, good morning. We learn also see you later, goodbye. When we leave someone, say see you later or goodbye. Here is we say this boy and this girl saying what? Saying hello. Here is nice to meet. Here we say nice to meet you. Here's in the morning we say good morning. Okay. I will answer the question, the general exercise of this unit at the end of the unit, okay? Because I don't want to make the video longer. Let's go to lesson 2. We know here in this lesson, we know the classroom rules, like what? We have some classroom phrases, rules that we use it in our classroom, like what? raise your hand, listen carefully, open your book, and we have open your book and close your book, as we learned in Connect before, okay? Don't shout, sit down, stand up, be kind. Here we say, keep your class clean. May I go to the bathroom? When we this is called a polite request, as we know before. Let's know this vocab: classroom, desk, teacher, student, classmate, page, break time. Here is bathroom, ocean, big, fast, late, behavior, not yet, sometimes, always. Sometimes and always, and never. Sometimes, always, never, usually. All this called what? Called the adverb of frequency that we use it with what? With the present simple tense. Here we have some conjugation verb adding ed, like answer, 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 ask, ask. This called regular verb adding ed only. When we have the irregular verb, the verb changes completely, like this: draw, drew, leave, left, run, ran, speak, spoke. So this is the difference between regular verbs and irregular verbs. Regular verb, the verb adding ed only and can't change it. But here in this regular verb, we must keep the regular verb to be able to start to be easy to answer in the exam. Some of you saying, with Iman, must keep the irregular verb. Yes, the irregular verb must be kept, and we can found the irregular verbs in both in textbooks and in and extra books. Okay, both are, we can have these irregular verbs, and I would like to keep it. Okay, to keep it to study by heart. It's important. It's important. As we told you before, that irregular verbs in English is like timetable in mathematics. It's no way to keep it. Okay. Here is draw, drew, eat, ate, leave, left, run, ran, speak, spoke, write, wrote, and so on. Here we have the instructions or rules that we take in the classroom. When I giving order, I say start with the base verb like this: sit down, raise your hand. So here when we order someone or saying someone do something, I use this verb without adding anything. So in this way, I give him order, like what? Sit down, close your book, raise your hand. I saying someone don't do this thing. Say don't shout, don't run, and so on. Here we have the sound WH, which is called digraph sound, or we say digraph sound, like what? What, when, where, why. What, when, where, why. This is the WH that have the sound like W. We say here, like water. Here we say what, when, where, why. What to ask about something, when to ask about the time, where to ask about the place, why to ask about the reason. Here we have wall, wheel, why. Wall and wheel and why. Let's go to the vocab that we must keep it. We have here sit down. We must know this words, this instruction, this rule must be kept as it is. Okay. We must write this vocab to be able to keep it. Okay, we write it here to keep it. Here we say sit down, be kind, don't shout, wall, wheel, and why. Here we say, let's do this exercise together. Here is we say don't shout. Here is we say listen carefully. Here is we say raise your hand. Okay. Let's go to lesson 3 here, describing people by saying this is the adjectives that describe people. We say a tall boy, a tall girl. Here is tall, short, funny, shy, pretty, friendly, helpful, polite, quiet, angry, happy, sad. We have here describing the hair by curly hair, straight hair, long hair, short hair. We say also when we talk about the eyes, we say brown eyes, green eyes, or here is we use the color as an adjective to describe eyes. We say brown eyes, black eyes, green eyes, or blue eyes. Okay, I think now we know that the color used as an adjective to describe noun, like we say brown eyes, black eyes, green eyes, blue eyes, and so on. Here is some vocabulary. Let's learn it together. Here we have kind, nice, Egyptian. Egyptian here is called a nationality. Means I come from Egypt. So Egypt is a place, but Egyptian is a nationality. We can say Saudi is Kingdom of United Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is a place. Saudi is the person that comes from Kingdom of Saudi. Okay. When we say comes from United Kingdom, he is English. So English here is a nationality. Comes from what? From United Kingdom, okay? Or America, someone who is from America will say American. American nationality, but United States of America is the place that this one comes from it, okay? Here is ready, top, toys, friend, jokes, everyone, chill, kitchen, what color? What color? So ask about color. We can say yellow, we can say green, we can say brown, we can say plate, what kind? Say here what kind of anything. Can say what kind of this can say made from this this one come say the kind of this or anything, okay? Who to ask about what? To ask about the person. Here we have, let's go to another one here. Here we have the irregular verbs adding ed like help, like loved. Here here is called these irregular verbs, and here's regular verbs. The irregular verbs change completely, as we know, like do, did, make, made, and so on. I think we took it before. Let's know these expressions in this part. I'm funny. I make my friends laugh. He is friendly. He says, so we can say here when we talk about the kind of this person, we say here fine. We say here this person is funny or friendly or helpful. So I ask also about the personality of this one. Okay, say I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm funny. I make my friends laugh. He is friendly. He says hello to everyone. She's helpful when someone needs help. She's my teacher's tool. What this tool help the teacher to reach the top of what? Of the shelf. She has long hair. It looks nice. I have a brown eyes and curly hair. Okay. Here is we talk about what? About the present simple tense. As we know, the present simple tense used for what? To express habit, routine, habits, routine, and habits, routines, and habits, routines, and what? And I would like to, I think, habits and routines. Okay, habits and routines and facts. Okay, I forgot facts, habits, and routines. Okay, so here when we say I am. So here we say we use here a verb to be as it is. If we don't have a verb, if we don't have a main verb, we can say he plays football. So here we have a play. So I put s. But here we can't have the verb like play. So I put here the verb to be as a present simple form here in this part. He is tall. She is pretty. So I'm describing this person by this property or this by this property. Okay, we say he is tall, he is pretty, he is a dog. It's a dog, not he is a dog. He's a dog is not good. It's a dog, not he is a dog. Sama is fun. Okay, here we have you are kind, we are polite, they are ready. Ali and Ahmed, more than one, we take what? We take all. Okay, here when we use a negative, we say I'm not, or is not, or aren't. Okay, here when we make question question, we say, are you ready? Is he friendly? Describing hair and eyes. We say here, black hair or black hair, brown eyes, brown hair and blue eyes, and so on. Okay, here is the person that describing himself. Let's read it together. Here we say, Mona is pretty and shy. She has curly hair and eyes. So here I describing what? I describing Mona. Let's go to another person, which is Hassan. Who is Hassan? Hassan is short and polite. She has short hair and brown eyes. Let's go to another one, to the next person. I am Nader. I'm tall and friendly. I have long hair and blue eyes. Here we say, let's go to another one here. This is my friend Mona. She's very friendly, kind, and funny. She always tells jokes and helps her friends. Mona has long black hair and brown eyes. Everyone likes to play with her. Okay, let's read these words to keep it. Polite, 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 helpful, funny. Polite, helpful, funny. Friendly, curly, brown eyes. Friendly, curly, brown eyes. Okay, here is we say in this picture I put right or wrong. She has short hair or long. So we see here as we see in the picture, long hair. So I select this one. He is tall and funny, or he is tall and angry. Tall and funny or angry. I think it's not funny and angry. So I think this is can't describe that he is funny. He's angry. So I select the next one. They are sad or they are happy playing, so they are happy. Here is describing people. Wake up, brush my teeth, get dressed, make my bed, brush my hair, have breakfast, go to school, do my homework, play with my friends, watch TV, read stories, go to bed, sleep. Here we have some vocabulary let's learn together. After, every day, football. So every day means habit. So this keywords is the tense of what? Of the present form. So when we talk about routines, I use which tense that I use it with the routine present simple form by adding s to the verb, or by adding s to the verb, or we use if we're describing someone, we say we use a verb to be as it is. If I don't have verb to be. Okay, let's go continue the rest of the lesson. There is after, every day, football, game, in the morning, park, tidy, together. What time? What time? When I want to know the time, I ask someone, what time is it? What time? What time is it? We say it's 10 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock, it's any time. We say when. When to ask about what? When to ask about the time only. We use time, but here time, I use the time as a number. When, so we say when he come from an hour of he came, or we say when he came. He came yesterday. I can say he came yesterday. When did he came? He came yesterday. Or we can say when you go to the club. You can say in the evening, for example, or in the afternoon. So here, when to ask about time only. So here, what time to ask about time. But when to ask when he come, we can say when you wake up. When someone wake up, I say in the morning, for example. So here I say the time that I wake up. Okay. When we say at time at 7 o'clock, we say at 7 o'clock. So here we have present by adding ed to the verb like this. Brush, brushed. Learn, adding ed. So this called what? This called regular verb. I can know the regular verb by what? By adding ed to the verb. Irregular verb. What can I know it? By the verb changes correctly. This means what? Means to keep the irregular verbs. There's no way to keep it. You must keep it. You are keep the timetable. So in English, you must keep the irregular verb as you keep the timetable in mathematics, because it's important for us to keep the regular verbs. Here we have eat, ate, sleep, sleep, walk, wake up, walk, write, wrote. Here is, we say read, read. So here read is written, not written like this. Here written the same like read, but when we pronounce, we say read, read, read. Okay, in the pronunciation only. Okay, you must do this. Let's go to another item here. Hello, I'm Amir. Every day I work. So here Amir talk about what? Talk about the daily routine. Let's know more about Amir. Hello, I'm Amir. Every day I wake up at 6 o'clock. I brush my teeth and get dressed. I brush my teeth and get dressed. After I have breakfast, I go to school. I learn and play with my friends. After school, I go home and do my homework. Here is the present simple tense for routines. I sleep at 9 o'clock. I get up at 6 o'clock. Here we say this is the simple tense expresses habits like what? I play football on Friday. I eat breakfast every day. I visit my grandpa every sorry, my grandpa. Sorry, here is my grandpa. I see that it's great parents, not great parents. Here is grandpa, not grandparents. I visit my grandpa every week. She sleeps at 9 o'clock. She gets up at 6 o'clock. Here we have the when we use are, you, we, they, we don't add s to the verb like sleep. He, she, it must be adding s to the verb. So we must know in the when we use the verb in the present simple tense, we can't put s with are, you, we, they. The verb don't take s. The verb take s with what? With the singular pronouns like what? He, she, it take s. And when we use it in the negative and the question form, we use does, and does omit s. We say here doesn't. When we make a negative, we say doesn't sleep or does he sleep. Okay, when we make a question, don't put s when we have does. Here we don't do it's not difficult. Why? Because the same when we put do. The verb is the same in both. Okay, here is the difference between here, because here we use the singular and adding s. When we put it does, that replacement the s. You must know this rule. Okay, because some of you putting it does and putting s. If this mistake done in the exam, it will be 0. It will be 0 directly. You must know this. Okay, you must do this. It will be 0. If you do it in the exam, it will be 0. Okay, the verb after he, she, it has final s. Okay, we say here he, she, it sleeps. Are, you, we, they sleep. Okay, here is the rules of writing. The verbs by adding es, by adding s to the, we have some verbs adding s only and adding es as a rule of plural. Okay, like here dresses, washes, watches, goes, mixes, and so on. Here is the daily routine. Let's know it together. I wake up at 7 o'clock. I brush my teeth. I make my bed. I get dressed. I brush my hair. After that, I have breakfast. I go to school. After school, I do my homework. Here is now you can write about your brother's routine or your routine. Here is say my brother wakes up at 7 o'clock. He brushes his teeth. He makes his bed. Makes here means tidy his bed. He gets dressed. He brushes his hair. After that, he has breakfast. He goes to school. After school, he does his homework. Here is wake up, brush my teeth, get dressed and make my bed, brush my hair and have breakfast. Here is go to school, do my homework. Okay. Here is the review on the unit. I would like to review the unit with you. Here's good morning, nice to meet you, see you later, raise your hand, shout, don't shout, listen carefully, here is friendly, pretty, curly hair. All this vocab we learned here during the lesson. Curly hair, helpful, green eyes, wake up. Here's brush my teeth, get dressed, make my bed, do my homework. In this unit, we learn the present simple tense by using am is are as a verb in the present form, and we use it as a verb by adding s to the verb. Are, you, they take s, but he, she, it don't take s. Okay, here's called the diagraph. Here, diagraph means the pronunciation of two letters like this: what, where, when, why, will, and why. Here we know that some vocab. Here is here is dictation, so we must keep it to write it to write it without seeing it. Like hello, good morning. Must keep it to write it by yourself. Okay, hello, good morning. See you later. Goodbye. Thank you. Raise your hand. Listen carefully. Don't shout. Sit down. Be kind. Curly hair. Brown eyes. What color? What kind? What, who, wake up, brush my teeth, get dressed, can say here, get dressed here means where, okay, get dressed, get dressed, make my bed, make my bed, have breakfast, okay, have breakfast. Let's go. Here we have writing skills. Here is I, he, she, I. When I talk about myself, I say I. I talk out someone is a boy, say he. Mona here is she. My brother he. So here say I take am. He, she, it take is. You, we, they take are. Okay. Here is the paragraphs. That is important paragraph here in this part. Let's do it together. Let's. I would like to read it. Here is the paragraph about my friend. Sammy is my friend. He's 8 years old. He's in primary 3. He's nice and funny. We are good friends. Okay, here we in this part we know that we describe the personality of the person as we learn during the unit. Okay, let's go to another one. Your classroom rules. Here we talk about the classroom rules. I listen carefully to my teacher. I raise my hand to answer questions. I'm kind to my friends. We keep classroom clean. Ahmed is my brother. He's tall, has short hair, has green eyes. Ahmed is helpful. He helps his classmates. I wake up at 7 o'clock. I brush my teeth. I make my bed. I get dressed. After that, I have breakfast. I go to school. After school, I do my homework. Hello, my name is Mido. I'm 8 years old. I'm in grade 3. I'm tall and funny. I have black hair and brown eyes. By this paragraph or by this topic, we end from our video today. I hope to benefit and enjoy our video. Thanks a lot. Until we meet again. Goodbye.